Hello, dear children. Today I am going to start with the new chapter, and the name of the lesson is the coastal plains and the islands. All of you open your sixth chapter, the coastal plains and the islands. Children, before going to start the lesson, see the warm-up part. On a political map of India, you have political map of India, right? Mark the states that have a sea line running along their borders. So, on a political map of India, how many states you will see that they have a sea line running along their borders? You have to mark them and you have to make a list that how many states have the sea line running along their borders. Okay, and you have to write down those lists in the space provided here. You do this and send it to your Chaya ma'am through WhatsApp. Okay, children? So, in this lesson, you are going to learn coasts and islands, western and eastern coastal plains of India, Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep Islands. Okay. First, we see coastal plains. What we call as a coastal plains? See, a coastal plain is an area of flat, low-lying land. So, a coastal plain is an area of it's a flat, low-lying land near to the sea or adjoining to the sea. We call such land as a coastal plain. Okay. The coastline of India stretches around the Indian Peninsula and is divided into the western coastal plains along the west coast and the eastern coastal plains along the east coast. So, this coastline of India, it stretches around the Indian Peninsula, and this coastline of India divides into western coastal plains along the west coast and eastern coastal plains along the east coast. Okay. So, coastline runs for about 6,000 kilometers in length and its width is about 120 kilometers in the eastern coastal plains. In eastern coastal plains side, its width is about 120 kilometers and 65 kilometers in the western coastal plains. So, where do these two western coastal plains and eastern coastal plains meet? See, Kanyakumari is the meeting point of both these plains. So, Kanyakumari is the joining point of western coastal plains and the eastern coastal plains. Next one, children, see western coastal plains. The western coastal plains extend from the Gujarat coast in the northwest to the Kerala coast in the south. So, these western coastal plains extend from the Gujarat coast in the northwest. So, these plains will extend from the Gujarat coast in the northwest to the Kerala coast in the south side. Okay. The plains lie between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghats. So these western coastal plains lies between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghats. The western coastal plains are divided into three parts, and again these western coastal plains are divided into three parts: the Gujarat coast, the Konkan coast and the Malabar coast. So the western coastal plains are divided into three parts. First one is the Gujarat coast, second one is the Konkan coast, and third one is the Malabar coast. They cover the states of Gujarat, western parts of Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka and Kerala. So these western coast plains will cover the states like Gujarat, western parts of Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka and Kerala. Okay. These coastal plains are narrow, rocky and rugged in nature. So, these Coastal plains. Western coastal plains are narrow, rocky, and they are red in nature. The Gujarat coast is broadest between the Gulf of Kutch and Gulf of Khambat in Gujarat. The Konkan coast south of the Gujarat coast has a coastline which is narrow, rocky, uneven and indented. So, the Konkan coast, which is at the south of the Gujarat, has a coastal line. That coastal line is narrow, rocky, uneven. So, it's not flat, it's uneven and indented. What do you mean by indented? See, deep gaps or tooth-like notches, okay, deep gaps in between, and thus it is ideal for establishing harbors and ports. So this is eligible for establishing harbors and ports at this place, okay. Khandla in Gujarat, Jawaharlal Nehru Port or Nhava Sheva in Mumbai. So this is see, Marmagua in Goa and Kochi in Kerala are some of important ports. What are the remaining important ports? We see here Khandla in Gujarat, Jawaharlal Nehru Port or Nhava Sheva in Mumbai, Marmagua in Goa and Kochi in Kerala are some of the important ports in these western coastal plains. Okay, Jawaharlal Nehru Port is the biggest commercial port of India. So this one, Jawaharlal Nehru Port is the biggest commercial port in India. Okay, next comes climate and vegetation. The western coastal plains experience a hot and humid climate throughout the year. So, these western coastal plains experiences a hot and humid climate throughout the year. The climate is so hot and humid at these areas, and it receives heavy downpour from the summer monsoon. What do you mean by monsoon, children? Rain bearing winds influence in the Indian subcontinent. Okay, so it receives heavy downpour from the summer monsoons. Rice, coconut, cashew nut, tobacco and groundnut are cultivated here because of the moisture rich conditions. So here the moisture, these areas are rich in moisture. This is why rice, coconut, cashew nut, tobacco and groundnuts are cultivated mostly here because of these climatic conditions. Apart from farming, fishing is a major occupation of people living in these areas. So here they have sea at these regions. So apart from farming, fishing is also a major occupation of people who lives in these coastal areas. Okay, some of the most popular and beautiful beaches of the country are found along these coastal plains. So some of the most popular and some of the most beautiful beaches of our country are also found along these coastal plains, which are Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Panaji, Kozhikode and Tirunantapura are some of the important cities along the coast. Now next, backwaters. The backwaters or lagoons are the most distinguishing feature of these coastal lines. So the backwaters, see, we can see this is the backwaters of Kerala. The backwaters or lagoons are the most distinguishing features of this coastal line. They mark the Malabar coast of Kerala that lies south of the Konkan coast. So the south of the Konkan coast, we can see the Malabar coast of Kerala. Apart from being a major tourist attraction, they are also used for the fishing and navigation purpose. So in these areas are not only a major tourist attraction but also used for the fishing and navigation purposes too. Kochi is an important port of the Malabar coast. So this is Kochi port. So this is the important port of the Malabar port. So we will continue from eastern coastal plains in our next class, children. Okay. Once go through the today's class. Bye children. Thank you.